these times are good, they're always gonna be. They rise and they fall. We take them all the way that we should, together, you and me, forsaking them all. Deep in the night and by the light of day, it always looks the same. True love always does. Here by your side, we're a million miles away. Nothing's ever gonna change the way I feel, the way it is.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, look at that. That's
Yeah, so what show me what I'm supposed to be doing.
Just see the very end.
Yeah.
Just clip it on and just put it to just wrap it around like that. But go really.
Till the end of all time. When I said I do, I meant that I will. Till the end of all time.
Love a tacky wedding.
Devoted to you, that's what I had in mind. When I
Kate's so organised in here and that sort of everything around me. She's got a, here, just gives it a wee bit more. I'm not touching the girls' ones.
always be there for you. That's what I had in mind. That's what I had in mind when I said I do.
Oh, bloody awesome, Bob.
It's nice colour. Chosen well.
Bit of a nudie shot down here.
I can give it a bit of a rub so it doesn't look so bad if you like.
Got a message for Steve.
Love you like a brother, man. I hope today goes better than you expect, and all the best to you and Kel. Love you both heaps.
Without your smart mouth, drawing me in and you kicking me out. I've got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind?
Hopefully it all goes well, and I don't want to say anything funny because I'll piss people off. Congratulations, Kelly, and good luck putting up with Steve. And if you want a better model, Steve, you know where I am.
I keep forgetting there's actually just a camera in the section.
Yeah.
A little bit nervous now, to be honest.
Starting to get nervous?
A little bit nervous, but happy. Things are sorting out. Stressed about how the tie is.
Yeah.
Just tying my tie for me.
I'm just practicing at the moment because I have to get the right length and stuff.
To me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all.
K-E-double-L-E-Y. Good luck, brother. Be awesome. Yeah, I'm shit at this, please.
I can't do that too much. No, I can't.
Is beating you down, I'm around through every moment.
You're doing the right thing, pal. You are. You really are. Feels good. Feels right.
What we might do is you've got a silver/blue tie, so that way people know who to be standing and stuff like that way. What?
Okay, about that.
I know. At least you bought something.
Alright, Stephen just cracked the first Pete forgot the suit joke, so it's all on.
'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your
Oh, that's hard work. How's it look?
Very good.
To you, you're my end and my beginning.
Keep them fed, keep them happy.
Is that the way to a man's heart?
One of them.
Love it.
My vast experience in such mannerisms, I would say, don't drink too much. Make sure to spend lots of time with the boys. That's vital. You'll be married to her all your life, so. I'd also say eat a lot, dance a lot, don't fuck it up. Both super lucky to have each other, for sure. And Steve's probably more the luckiest because he really needed someone to put him in his place.
He's punching above his weight, isn't he?
Nah, he just he's a better man with her, truly. He's a lucky man, she's a lucky girl. They complement each other perfect. I mean,
No, nigga.
auntie.
So, in all seriousness, Steve and Kelly, I'm really happy for you. Proud of you, Steve. Where you've come from, where you are now. I wish you all the best.
Of me, and you give me hope.
To the GCs.
Of you, 'cause I give you hope.
Okay, so here we are on the big day, and I'm so pleased and proud to be here with you guys to celebrate what is something we've been waiting for a long time. And yeah, I love you guys, and I wish you a very happy life together. Adam and I have known you long enough now to know that you're the perfect couple, and you need not worry about what lies ahead. We look forward to seeing you enjoy it together. Much love.
Hi guys, I can't wait to see you all in your finery. Hope the day goes brilliantly, I'm sure it will. I love you both, and here's to many years of laughter and happiness. I'm gonna go do my hair.
The sun fade out to a dark sky. Can't say I'd even notice it was absent. 'Cause I could live by the light in your eyes. Unfold before you what I've strung together. The very first words of a lifelong love letter. Tell the world that we finally got it all right. It's you. There was a time when I would have believed them if they told me you could not come true, just love's illusion. But then you found me and everything changed, and I believe in something again. My whole heart will be yours forever. This is a beautiful start to a lifelong love letter. Tell the world that we finally got it all right. I choose you. I will become yours and you will become mine. I choose you.
Gathered here today are those of you who are regarded as their most nearest and dearest, and on behalf of Kelly and Steve, I would like to thank you for coming, sharing in this formal commitment they are about to make to one another. Now, some of you have travelled quite a distance to be here, obviously, so a special welcome to you. Now, Kelly's maid of honour is Kate Cable, and her bridesmaids are Hannah Eason and Krista Thompson. Now, these are friends from drama school. And Sarah and Jessica, of course, are her beautiful sisters. And there is one more. I'm just multitasking at the moment. My name is Erin. Steve's best man is Pete Brody, and groomsmen Dan Stevens and Malcolm Hayes. They are old school drinking buddies and troublemakers. And Steve Post and Adam Watt came into Steve's life in his later years and bonded over their love of technology. I am also the celebrant, and I speak for all of us when I say thank you. It is both a privilege and a continuing commitment to all be here. So before we get into the legal aspect of this ceremony, we wanted to share something with you, which is how these two first met. Now, Kelly's first impression of Steve was she thought he was handsome, great to talk to, and a very good sense of humour. The only thing was at the time he had smaller thighs than Kelly. Steve's first impression of
That
Kelly,
changed pretty quick.
she was really easy to talk to, pretty, and had a great butt.
It's true.
A few months later, they had their first proper date where Steve cooks spag bowl. And this shortly followed by a trip to Queenstown for a week. So it must have been very good spag bowl. And they snowboard, and the rest, as they say, is history. Okay, let's get into it. Stephen John Kemp, will you have Kelly Louise Young to be your wedded wife?
I will.
To live together in the holy estate of matrimony?
I will.
Will you love her, comfort her, honour her, and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others remain loyal to her as long as you both shall live?
I definitely will.
Now, you have noticed that Will have, Stephen says I will instead of I do. Now, this is a way to focus on their will, not what they will be doing. Now, they chose this deliberately to remind you that their will is going to be a key factor in this relationship. Kelly Louise Young, will you have Stephen John Kemp to be your wedded husband?
I will.
To live together in the holy estate of matrimony?
I will.
Will you love him, comfort him, honour him, and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others remain loyal to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Now, will you please all rise? Because I will ask you for your will. Will you, who are present here today, commit to surround Steve and Kelly in love, offering them the joys of your friendship and support them in their marriage?
I
will.
Thank you. You may all be seated. And we will call upon Steve's sister, Teresa Olsen, who is going to say the first reading.
Let me not, marriage of true minds, admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark, that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is a star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and on me proved, I never read, nor no man ever loved.
That was beautiful, thank you. Now, Melissa, are you here? Would you like to come up for your reading?
Falling in Love is Like Owning a Dog by Taylor Marley. First of all, it's a big responsibility, especially in a city like Melbourne. So think long and hard before deciding on love. On the other hand, love gives you a sense of security. When you're walking down the street late at night and you have a leash on love, ain't no one going to mess with you. Because crooks and muggers think love is unpredictable. Who knows what love could do in its own defence? On cold winter nights, love is warm. It lies between you and lives and breathes and makes funny noises. Love wakes you up all hours of the night with its needs. It needs to be fed so it will grow and stay healthy. Love doesn't like being left alone for long, but come home and love is always happy to see you. It may break a few things accidentally in its passion for life, but you can never be mad at love for long. Is love good all the time? No. Love can be bad. Bad love, bad. Very bad love. Love makes messes. Love leaves you little surprises here and there. Love needs lots of cleaning up after. Sometimes you just want to get love fixed. Sometimes you want to roll up a piece of newspaper and swat love on the nose. Not so much to cause pain, just to let love know, don't you ever do that again. Sometimes love just wants to go for a nice long walk, because love loves exercise. It runs you around the block and leaves you panting. It pulls you in several different directions at once, or winds around and around you until you're all wound up and can't move. But love makes you meet people wherever you go. People who have nothing in common but love stop and talk to each other on the street. Throw things away and love will bring them back, again and again and again. But most of all, love needs love, lots of it, and in return, love loves you and never stops.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mel. Now, could we please pass these to your beautiful maid of honour? Now, we're about to read out the vows that Kelly and Steve wrote together, so they will share this one. So, repeat after me. I, Steve, take you, Kelly.
I, Steve, take you, Kelly.
I, Kelly, take you, Steve.
I, Kelly, take you, Steve.
To be my partner.
To be my partner.
The one I will live with and dream with.
The one I'll live with and dream with.
Loving what I know of you.
Loving what I know of you.
And trusting what I do not yet know.
Trusting
what I
do not yet
know.
It's not hard.
I eagerly anticipate the chance to grow together.
I eagerly anticipate the chance to grow together.
Getting to
Just
know,
follow her.
getting to know you, you will become.
Getting to know you, you will become.
I said that wrong.
Yes!
Getting to know the man and woman you will become.
Getting to know the man and woman that you will become.
And falling in love a little more every day.
And falling in love a little more.
Okay, we're on track now. I promise to encourage and inspire you.
I promise
to encourage and inspire you.
To laugh with you.
To laugh with you.
To help you reach your goals.
To help you reach your goals.
I promise to love you in good times and in bad.
I promise to love you in good times and in bad.
When life seems easy and when it seems hard.
When life seems easy and when it seems hard.
When our love is simple.
When love is simple.
And when it is an effort.
And when it's an effort.
I promise to love and cherish you.
I promise to love and cherish you.
Through whatever life may bring us.
Whatever life may bring us.
Erin is the coolest person ever.
Erin is alright.
I choose you as the person with whom I will spend my life.
I choose you as the person.
Sorry, I've missed that.
It's okay, we can go again. I choose you as the person with whom I will spend my life.
I choose you as the person with whom I want to end my life with. Just little sections I said. Too nervous for that.
Okay, so that was a great success, and now we will get on to the individual vows that they wrote for each other, and of course they haven't heard these ones before. So Steve, I'll give you the book.
Can I hold
this
the
time
book?
you can.
Okay. No pressure, mate. Here's the pressure. I love you, Kelly. I know that you are the only one for me. I am happy and grateful that you came into my life. Now that I've found you, I shall never let you go. I promise you I shall hold you and cherish you. I will support you through everything, even if that involves you buying you loads of horses. I will always stand fast at your side with your hand in mine, regardless of what life will bring at us. Our love is based on giving and receiving, as well as having and sharing. And the love that I give and have is shared and received. I can keep going on. I can't promise you that I'll always keep my side of the bed tidy, or that I'll always put my dirty washing in the basket so you actually know what washing is dirty. But I do promise I will keep you supplied with chocolate and wine. My love for you has strengthened over the years, and I'm looking forward for my love to grow more for you, with each adventure we have with each other. You've taught me what is truly love, being something more than my own self. This is why today, in front of my friends and family, I take you to be my wife.
That's beautiful, Steve.
I couldn't see.
Kelly, it's now your turn to say your vows.
Steve, I love you for a multitude of reasons, big and small. Your sense of humour, no matter what the occasion, always makes me giggle, even when I'm in a bad mood. Your passion for things you love is infectious. Technology, sports and food. And your easygoing nature in everything except when it comes to those three things. I love that you get excited about the same things that I do, and sometimes when you just find a cute animal video on YouTube. I love that we can talk for hours about anything, argue about silly things just for fun, or just sit together in silence. You are my best friend. You are always there to support me no matter what I am doing.
You have a way of balancing me. You always seem to know how to calm me down or cheer me up. I promise to be there when you need me, to try to always listen, to support you, and to help you follow your dreams. I promise to always have Earl Grey and peanut butter in the house, and to let you have the remote when the soccer is on.
Football.
We have a football.
Started already.
We have experienced a lot together, and I am proud of you and the person that you are today. I am excited that today I get to become your wife and get to start the next adventure in our lives.
Well done, Kelly. That was beautiful.
You made it through without crying.
Okay, so this is a little bit of pressure. Best man, do you have the ring?
I do.
Yes!
So how does this work? Which way? Just come front, behind?
Thank you. That one to you. Maybe we should wait a little bit. Okay, Steve, repeat after me.
Yeah.
Kelly, I give you this ring
Kelly, I give you this ring
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Put ring on finger.
That one? It's not that, I mean, it's serious.
But wait, no, thank you.
Kelly, repeat after me. Steve, I give you this ring
Steve, I give you this ring
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Now these rings are a symbol of the vows they have just made. Treasure them and each other always. By the power of your love and commitment and the power invested in myself, it gives me great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Steve, you may kiss your bride. Now, don't go anywhere because we have to sign some documents, which is just over here.
These times are trouble, and these times are good, and they're always gonna be. They rise and they fall. We take them all the way that we should, together, you and me, forsaking them all. Deep in the night and by the light of day, it always looks the same. True love always does. And here by your side, we're a million miles away. Nothing's ever gonna change the way I feel. The way it is the way that it was when I said.
Steve and Kelly, may your marriage bring you all the excitement a marriage should bring. May it grant you patience, tolerance, and understanding. May you always need one another, not to fill your emptiness, but to know your fullness. May you enjoy this lifetime together, making one another happy as you have found love, and you have found it in loving each other. Congratulations to you both. If everyone could please stand, because it gives me great pleasure to present to you Mr. Stephen Camp and Mrs. Kelly Young Camp.
Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy.
over here, guys. Oh, that's a shot for you. Done. That's the one for the mantelpiece.
Don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? If we could all please put our hands together for the lovely newlyweds, Mr. Camp and Mrs. Young Camp. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your MC for tonight. My name is Corey and I have been given the honour of this. First of all, for anyone making a speech tonight, the microphone is purely for the video, so you are going to have to yell. On behalf of Kelly and Steve, I'd like to thank you all for coming from very far. Some of you haven't been able to make it. They will be mentioned later on. I'd like to start tonight's proceedings with the speech by the best man, Pete.
I'm not holding this, but we're here for you, mate.
Sweet. Stephen. It's fairly well documented that I sort of governed at what I could and couldn't say. A few chats with Kelly. So I come up with a little poem and it goes like this. I met him way back in 2002, a tall lanky lad who could fart on cue. It was chat over coffee that started the bromance, with some even questioning, was this really a romance? As time progressed on and the bond became greater, there was far more to Stephen than just a good skater. We shared many passions, number one being cars, to name just a few, also whiskey and cigars. The weeks become months, the months become years. By Jesus, we drank a shitload of beers. Every night was a party, we'd end up flat blind, and work the next morning was last on the mind. We saved all our pennies and moved into a flat. There was me, Steve and Dan, and Mortal Kombat. I'm going to be honest, the place was damn feral. We're probably quite lucky we never saw Cheryl. Good times had to end as maturity called. The state of the place had many appalled. We bid our farewell to the town with the river. Thank goodness for that, was the call from the liver. Life was fulfilling for Big Scuba Steve. He had all he wanted, like you would not believe. Although, if one might be honest, there was a large hole and a heart that was happy, yet searching for soul. She's bubbly by nature, lives life with a zest. She packs 10 times her talent than Kanye West. He saw in her heart and thought, by gee, I could win it. After only 6 months, we all said, Nick, minute. Their love bloomed and blossomed and fully matured, and Steve's heavy heart was completely well cured. They live in a house, Steve, Cal and a cat. Give it 9 months, we might see Jack Sprat. We're proud of them both, especially my Steve. He moved on from that flat, so very naive. But look at him now, his girl on his side. It'll take patience, my friend, if she's there to abide. Thank you.
Now I'd like to ask Kate to come up as the matron of honour and make her speech, please.
Just open my lunch bag. 1 moment, please. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kate, and I've known Cal for some time now, since drama school. So we started when we were 19 or 20, singing many a song, and it's been an absolute pleasure to watch her in her highs and lows as she's come into this relationship with Steve. But the thing that Cal doesn't realise... Sorry, I can't see. I got you. The thing that Kelly doesn't realise is that while she's been gallivanting around the world with Steve and skiing and marvelling at the wonders of the British rain and arguing with Canadian Border Control, I was studying my PhD in Kellyology. And I am honoured to be among many of my esteemed colleagues. Dr. Simpson, Dr. Thompson and Dr. Eason. Round of applause, please. Because between us, we have gathered a concise and intricate knowledge of Kelly, the wild Kelly. Steve, today, we'd like to clear up a few things and deliver our expertise towards you in the hope of helping to better your marriage. Now, if you could both give, or both of you, and everyone else give a warm welcome to Dr. Erin Simpson, PhD BPA, who will discuss the chemistry behind the wild Kelly's mannerisms.
Thank you.
Here you are, Dr.
Thank you. Oh, no, I cannot see. Thank you.
Better?
Way better. Okay, so Steve, the one thing you need to know is that Kelly takes medication. And if she forgets, we need to back her up and give her this medication. So, now that you're married to her legally by myself, I don't know how that happens. It happened. Your responsibility now lies in giving Kelly her medication. Now, one thing she desperately always needs medication for is her aggressive hyperlistitis. Now, this is the fact that she writes lists upon lists, upon lists, upon lists. Now, I know you think it's bad, but we actually give her medication for this, so if you don't give her the meds, it's going to get even worse. So, that is for that one. Take those and give it to Kelly whenever she needs them. Actually, no. I'm just... It is like...
We left out the blue ones.
Yeah. Now, those are just for when it gets bad, but we do know that these pills need to be taken twice a week for the rest of her life, and this one is for phalange fever. She has this thing with her fingers. She just uses her hands way too much. Now, if you think that's bad, if she doesn't take these twice a week, Oh my God, you're just going to be like this all the time. So, yep. There you go, Steve. That's your responsibility now. We do not want this responsibility anymore.
You better.
Now there is another thing that she needs medication for. The fact that she has insomnia. Now this girl has too many M&Ms, ridiculous amount of M&Ms. So if you don't take if you don't give her this medication, she's just going to be like costing you a fortune in M&Ms. So that one is for that. Good catch. And we have one more. Now we give her these meds all the time, so you need to keep this up. Do you promise to keep this up?
I will.
The fact that you need to give her medication for hyperliquidization.
Yes, I will.
This is the fact that I don't know if you've noticed this before, but she sips her drink bottle really, really fast and she takes the tiniest amount of water, like... It's like, are you even getting any water, Kelly? So without this, she's just going to be like a drink bottle. And like... So this one is for that. If you could keep that up, that'd be great help to us because this is us. We're done. We are sick of giving her medication.
Thank you, Dr. Simpson.
I'd just like to say one more thing. Of all the years I have studied and worked hard at my doctorate, the one conclusion I have is that a drugged wife is a happy life. Without these. One moment, just hold on.
All right. Oh, whoa. Okay. So, Steve, now we're not going to tell you how to suck eggs because we know you've had a lot of time around Kelly for some time, but we just want to explain a little bit more in depth about the things that really make her tick and the things that might make you tick a little bit crazy as well. So, next I'd like to welcome Dr. Krista Thompson, BHP, PTBAPP. She's going to discuss her findings on the grooming rituals of the wild Kelly.
I obtained my degree in Kellyology over 10 years ago and had the intense privilege of studying the subject at hand, up close and personal. Steve, it isn't all bad for you. In the grooming department, since some men would be quite envious of Kelly getting ready skills. Now, as we know, Kelly is quite competitive. She's a quite competitive person, and Steve, if you set her a time to get ready, then she will see this as a challenge, not as a time frame, as a challenge. She will see this as a challenge, and on that note, you're going to be fine, because if you set her a challenge to get ready, she's going to be ready she's going to be ready with time to spare. And on that note of going out onto the town, you're a very lucky man, Steve, as you'll never have to endure the pain of Kelly complaining about sore feet, because when Kelly goes out wearing high heels, has anyone gone out with Kelly wearing high heels? She will always have a massive bag with her with a pair of jandals in her bag. So I don't know if Kelly has thought about this on her wedding day, but we have planned this in advance, that we have a pair of jandals for her because she's got some rather high heels here, and so Steve, you're not going to have any complaining about her towering of lofting heights because they're uncomfortable. Kelly, you got them covered. But Steve, there is now one concerning habit that the subject here, that is Kelly. Some of you might be familiar with this. Kelly likes twisting her hair.
Just this little bit. Just this bit.
She does like twisting her hair to the point where it gets so tangled that there is no other option but to snap it apart. It's actually quite amazing.
Steve, it's not a joke.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. But it is quite amazing. And we stand here today and Kelly has such long, luscious hair. But one day we are concerned, Steve, that you are going to wake up one day and be faced with, I don't know, maybe Pete. Just Pete might be beside you one day.
Thank you very much, Dr. Thompson. Now we get to the fascinating subject of Kelly's gender identification. Now, to dip into this doozy, we have Dr. Hannah Eason.
Thank you. Kelly suffers from the stubborn syndrome of masculine deficiency disease. This means that Kelly has to constantly add testosterone by lifting all heavy objects by herself. Thank you very much. I'm fine, thank you. This includes an array of luggage, everyone's luggage. And it includes supermarket bags, spray bags, gym bags, small bags, large bags, and everyone else's bags. This also means that Kelly can add many lucrative male roles to her CV, including Orphan Boy number 4 from the Court Theatre production of Oliver. And it also means that Kelly has very clear issues with men dominating lead roles.
Oh, what? Why did that man get that male role?
I can totally sing lower than him.
I know!
Thank you very much, Dr. Eason. Oh. Now, I'd like to spend a moment just talking about my research, Steve. I've spent over a decade observing the emotional changes in the wild Kelly. She's complicated on first observation, but I want to break it down for you simply into terms that you might understand. So the first feature I'd like to talk about is her determination. Yeah, we've seen evidence of this.
You're right, Doctor.
And her presence around horses. Now, for someone of such slight stature, she can command a large beast to charge around a paddock, leap over jumps with the ease of a butterfly, and bring in the odd medal or ribbon at the same time. Yep. Steve, in simple terms, she wants control. Which brings me to her next trait, which is her debating skills. It is very important when you are acknowledging her control, a simple yes dear will suffice, that you prepare yourself for a debate. Because countless studies and embarrassed people indicate that if you go to see a movie with Kelly involving a horse, in particular a horse who is ridden by an untrained actor, you must, I repeat, must not enter the said debate about the rider's skill or the appropriate breed of horse used, and failure to comply will end in the strop. Now, the strop is the failure of conversational skills to be replaced by short clipped sentences like sure, fine. Unfortunately, this isn't actually a Kellyism, it's a wifeism. Good luck. Her loyalty must never go unnoticed. This wild filly will defend her merits of the All Blacks to anyone. She will attend anything that her friends are in or a part of. She will post, repost and boast about the successes of her amazing sisters no matter what country she is in. She will openly mock ex-boyfriends of her nearest and dearest and remember birthdays and anniversaries like the best of any Collins diary. She will spend hours on the phone whilst in the phone room at work, counselling her friends on any kind of mishap, even though the filing clearly needs to be done. And she is the first to help you learn a time step, attend you if you fall down, pick you up from the pub, jump in with a harmony, and share her peanut M&Ms while still holding on to the packet. Not relinquish.
Oh, that might just be with us.
Steve, these examples of her kindness and loyalty and stubbornness and argumentative nature indicate just one thing. You have found yourself a Class A wife. The findings of my colleagues and I are just the beginning, because we have seen the Milky Way. You have the whole universe at your hands. On that note, I'd like to draw your attention to the gorgeous specimens, her sisters. Now these, Miss Young and Miss Young, have lived and breathed alongside the Wild Kelly. And tonight I'd like to welcome them here to give something to you, Steve. They are giving you an honorary doctorate in Kellyology. Yes! Well done, sir. Well done. And it is with pride and love that we relinquish our duties as best friends and main researchers to you, Dr. Stephen Camp. Enjoy your habits and quirks of this crazy, incredible and amazing person. And if you could all charge your glasses to Dr. Stephen Camp. Yeah! You guys are awesome!
We love you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we're gonna fall over.
I feel like this should go on the road. You guys should go on the road.
We need some funding for this.
Yeah, I think so.
Here we go.
I'm gonna need my Daniel back down.
Thank you, girls, for the lovely speech. I'd now like to ask Mr. Alan Conley to make a speech as a very close friend of the Young family.
Test. Excuse me, classes. I'm a doctor. I'm actually a fish surgeon from Dunedin. Been a friend of the Young family for many years. In fact, you guys, I went to Paul and Barbara's wedding, and so I've known the family for a long, long time. It's their day, not my day, your day, anyone else's day. All I'll say is Kelly come and stayed with us for a few months. It was going to be a few weeks. She got 2 plays to do in Dunedin. Came and stayed with my wife and I and our family, and a very special part of our family as the sisters, mum and dad are. But 2 real special things about Kelly sticks in our mind. Steve, make sure the drawers and doors have got strong little rubber things as you close them. It's world famous in Dunedin now. If Liz is a bit grumpy with me, she slams the doors. Hi, Kelly. Okay? But the other thing is, wife and I went for a bit of a jog one day, and we come home, we're walking down our path. We live in a Legan section. And we're walking down, and I said, Kelly's got a ghetto blaster on. And Liz says, I don't think there's a ghetto blaster in the room. And the closer we got to the house, it wasn't the ghetto blast, it was the beautiful tones, her beautiful, beautiful voice. And if you haven't heard it, by golly, we get enough wine and we'll get her to sing tonight. It's a beautiful voice. Okay?
I'd just like to welcome Steve to the family, and I'd invite thank everyone that's come from afar for being here and to celebrate their wedding. And that's about all. I'd just like to say that I don't know what her friends have put up with, but I found Kelly quite a breeze to bring up. though she always kept telling me that she reared herself, but bar for the odd sugar tantrum, and she was a delight to have as a child, and I wish her well in her future endeavours, and I hope you have a lovely life.
I'd now like to ask the father of the groom to make his way up and make his speech, please. Notice the grey hair, Steve.
Yeah, he talks about the father of the groom, but I'm not quite sure who the groom is. Oh, sure, yeah. It's quite funny when Corey actually said, would everyone like to put their hands together for Mr. and Mrs. Camp? I thought they were talking about me and your mother. But anyway, Steve, it's a privilege and the opportunity to talk. Everybody's talked about Kelly, so now I'm going to say a few words about you. There's many story that can be told about Steve over his growing up and his teenage years, and if I started off, I'd be here all day, but never mind. But there's one which really makes Cheryl and I really sort of smile, is the time, if anyone knows Stephen quite well, he knows that he's become a reasonably good cook. And there was one time there when he was, when Kelly was obviously working long hours as she's been doing her acting and various other jobs to make ends meet. And good old Steve here, he decided to make her a nice meal. So he got all the recipe together, shot down to the supermarket, and got all the bits and pieces together, except for one ingredient. There was one ingredient, and he was hunting high and low for this ingredient. So who does he call? He gets onto the phone, calls his mother, and said, Mum, he said, there's one ingredient I cannot actually find. And Cheryl said, well, what's that? And she said, it's chopped coarsely. And her mother said, what do you mean chopped coarsely? He said, well, I've got all the other ingredients, but I cannot find chopped coarsely. And Cheryl said, what's the ingredient before chopped coarsely? And Stephen said, parsley. And then there was a pause. Oh, parsley, chopped coarsely. So, but I think he's got over that now, and he does quite well. He's sort of learned the etiquette of cooking. And but, yeah, so, but anyway, there's lots of things that we can actually say. But and just on behalf of the girls, the doctors that actually had their speech, and it's so nice to know that with so many doctorates around, isn't New Zealand nice to have so many doctors looking after them? I mean, wow. I mean, where could we go wrong? I mean, but anyway, on a serious note, though, both your mother and I are very proud of you, Steve, and all that you've accomplished. You've grown up from a small child, obviously, and the things that you've done over your life, and we're very, very proud of what you've done and what you've achieved. But what's always been very special to us is the fact that your sense of humour, as all his friends know, and Kelly obviously really knows, that Steve is one with a tremendous sense of humour. And one of the things that we really liked about Steve was the way he can actually just change things around. And the reason why he does this is because of a particular character that he actually likes. And this particular character, most of you know, is a character called Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey is one of these guys that can turn his hand to everything and say anything, and Steve can take him off. Especially if anyone's seen Ace Ventura, Steve takes him off absolutely to a T, you know. So all I can really say as far as Steve and Kelly is concerned, smoking Steve. So just really on a bit more of a serious note, so it's nice to see that he's actually made a commitment for life to Kelly, the love of his life. And marriage is a bit like birth. It marks the beginning of a journey together. And today we have actually marked the beginning of a wonderful new journey in which Steve has joined together with the most special, most wonderful woman in Kelly. And today we all bear witness as Steve and Kelly exchange vows and just how special they are to each other. Surely their love and commitment will build a long and joyous union. And your mother, Cheryl, and I wish you both a very, very happy marriage and a long time filled with love. Thanks, Steve.
Dan, can you make your way up, please, bud?
Right. Steve, this is a speech that's come through from Vaughan. Yes, from Vaughan. If anybody doesn't know, Vaughan and Leonie could not be here today as they're still over in England and...
Not
yes.
the words of Dan. Not Dan's words.
So here we go. This is Vaughan's speech to Steve. So, Steve is actually getting married. Who would have thought? I read somewhere that a wedding speech shouldn't take any longer than it takes the groom to make love. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Steve, Mr. and Mrs. Camp. There is an unwritten rule of wedding etiquette that states that nobody should look more handsome than the groom, so I could not come. But the rest of you men could, so that's nice. Steve is a funny bugger. No matter what the world threw at him, he always managed to land on his feet, which, funnily enough, is also how Steve broke his leg, drunkenly jumping off the roof of the bachelor pad. I feel as I've always known him, the kind of friend who would follow you into hell and back with many adventures and nights I don't remember. Together we made it through our 20s alive.
When Steve told me of this Kelly, I thought she was made up. Yeah. Yeah. So he arranged a double date night with the said Kelly, who turns out was not a guy, and in fact was a woman, a hot woman, with a personality, nice boobs, and smart. Am I fair to say Steve is punching way above his weight? Which last time I checked was bordering on obese. Hey. The part I liked most about Kelly is she saw Steve's potential and has helped him to grow to become the man he is now. Fat. Kelly has made him a fat man. So Steve, welcome to the ball and chain, and may it be for life. Love you both, wish you the very best, and many, many children. At least 5 or 6. Now history will repeat itself. 30 years ago, Kelly's parents used to send Kelly to bed with a dummy. And now tonight, they will once again send her to bed with a dummy. Lots of love from Leonie and Vaughan.
Thank you, Dan. That concludes the speeches for tonight. If everyone would like to make their way inside to be seated, they will be around shortly to ask what you would like to eat. There is a choice of mains and desserts. Thank you very much.
Looking out the door, I see the rain fall upon the funeral mourners, parading in a wake of sad relations as their shoes fill up with water.
Thank you.
Maybe I'm too young to keep good love from going wrong, but tonight you're on my mind and soul. You never know. Broken down and hungry for your love, with no way to feed it. For you tonight, child, you know how much I need it.
We are talking about commanding. Yes, so the word for 2015 is commanding. The way you command attention is by not using your hands, by not doing anything.
It will be problematic for you because you kind of need your hands for your job.
You're not so commanding, Mr. Dion. And by just saying, hey, we're good people over here, you come to us. So that is our mantra for 2015. And part of it has to be with being boxed in the table.
Seriously. Lord of the Rings, Gandalf's glass.
That is a mighty-sized glass.
Have a good marriage. Oh yeah, we love you very much.
Oh yeah, for the marriage. Yeah.
And thank you for introducing me to my hubby. We'll say no more about that.
First of all, I want to thank my mum and dad. They are my inspiration of what a good marriage and relationship is. So, they are actually celebrating their 35th wedding anniversary on Sunday, so we're very excited about that. I got it sorted. It's not a helicopter, but I got it sorted. We want to thank, well, my new in-laws, Cheryl and Ian. You guys have, as soon as I met Steve, welcomed me into your family, and it's just been fantastic. And getting to know you as I've gotten to know Steve. So we thank you for everything that you've both done and helped us out through this whole period of 2 years of planning and everything that's gone into it. So thank you so much for that. I want to thank my girls. So when you ask your 4 closest friends and then your 2 sisters to be your bridesmaids, and 4 of them happen to be your drama school friends, you get what you saw out there earlier today. Pretty damn amazing, I think. I think maybe go on the road, maybe a little bit, something there. Oh, you got it? Okay, you sorted it? All right, cool. They are chosen because, for me, these guys have been here through most of my life. They are the most important people in my life. They've been through with me with so many different things. So I just, the fact that they're here and through the whole week of the wedding as well, and keeping all the organising, the table settings as well, amazing. So just thank you so much for just being you guys, really. I'm going to let Steve talk about the groomsmen, but before I get to that, I also have a very special mention to my wonderful friend Mary Brody. Obviously, my friends here, we're all in different countries. Mary is my closest friend in Melbourne. She has been here through this whole planning stage. She was here today with table settings and everything, and she's just amazing. So thank you so much for all the things that you've done for me. And also next to her is the lovely Mel Watt, who has helped so much today, the beautiful reading as well, and she's helped a lot with the stuff too. So thank you, Mel. I'm going to hand it over to you now to do your bit. There you go.
Oh, this is got weird. I'm going to be... Why am I shaking? I hate speeches.
Obviously, Kelly's already thanked my parents, but I'd like to thank them again. I'd like to thank my whole family, all the ones that come from Auckland, Australia, especially Corey. I know you're not a huge public speaker, and to be our MC is absolutely fantastic. To be honest, you should have got 2 bottles to CC. But yeah, we'll worry about that. My men, don't know what to say really. Been absolutely fantastic. You guys have pretty much done everything for me. Dan and Steve could have at least put the fork down before you got in.
Oh, come on.
Hey, if you're going to mock me with my weight...
That's a fair call.
I did put the fork down? Yes. After I finished my plate. Fair
call.
Come on, but seriously though, thank you very, very much for everything you guys have done. You are... I don't know how to really say it, just everything to me in the world. I wouldn't have asked you to be my man if she wasn't feeling that way. Brody.
Yeah, bro.
Love you, bro. Thank you very much for the pond.
That's all right, mate.
You know, that pond really does need a round of applause again.
Thank you.
To be honest. I'm not sure.
I've got one more.
Okay.
A couple more,
Take
actually.
it off me, fine.
Couple more.
I'm just going to start rambling anyway.
Yeah, no, just a couple more, sorry. No, yep. Sorry, I'll just take it over.
It's not, to be honest, it's not my day, it is Kelly's day.
No,
So.
it's our day. It's our day. I also want to...
I love you.
I also want to thank...
medication?
Yeah, no, not right now. I want to thank Teresa, Steve's sister, for a lovely reading as well. And also, at the moment, Teresa and Jasper are living with us at the moment. I've only just got to meet Teresa in the last, 6 months. So...
You hear that?
No, I don't. I'm not. You just shush over there. Anyway, moving on. Yes, I'm getting there. So thank you very much for doing the reading and just being there through all the crazy stuff, because I know you've gone through this recently yourself as well. Jasper, thank you for the hair. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right down the very back, I have my lovely makeup artist Hayley in the beautiful lilac dress. She did an amazing job, so thank you very much for that. And last but certainly not least, a certain set of groomsmen's parents who helped us out of a bit of a bind with flights and certain things. So Malcolm's lovely parents. Thank you so much. They came to the rescue at the last hour, offering to very kindly drive from Ashburton to Christchurch to pick up our celebrant / bridesmaid / doctorate and take her all the way down here. So thank you so much for that. And had her for the night as well. Yep. And that's the end, really.
I just want to thank Hoodie. Thank you very much. I couldn't have done this without you. Very lucky man to meet this girl, and it's all thanks to you.
All right, well, anyway, we'll leave you to it. Dessert will be served soon. Oh, sorry. Yeah? Okay, that's great too. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, the lovely staff at Ganley's for putting on such a wonderful venue for us. Yeah, I'm getting there. Lovely videographer Cole down the back there doing his thing. And our amazing photographer Jim in the corner, who's just been amazing, so thank you. All right, and that's the end of the formal part, so just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much.
Way to go, Steve. Oh, yes.
There's a light, certain kind of light that never shone on me. I want my life to be lived with you, lived with you. There's a way, everybody say, do each and every little thing. What does it bring if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. In my brain, I see your face again, and I know my frame of mind. You ain't gotta be so blind, and I'm blind. Yeah, I'm blind. I'm a man, can't you see what I am? And I live and breathe for you. Oh, but what does it do if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. Oh, baby, you don't know what it's like. Yeah, you don't know what it's like. Yeah, you don't know love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. Love somebody, love somebody the way I love you. So get in the car, you can ride it wherever you want. Get inside it, and you wanna steer, but I'm shifting gears, I'll take it from here. Oh yeah, yeah, and it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves. Jagger. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you with them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger.
You wanna know how to make me smile? Take control on me just for the night. Well, if I share my secret, you're gonna have to keep it. Nobody else can see this. Show you twice, head to toe, ooh, baby, run it right. But if I share my secret, you're gonna have to keep it. Nobody else can see this. And it goes like this. Take me